everyone, welcome to Marketing 405 for Advertising and Promotion. This is Chapter 19. Let's talk about international advertising and promotion in Chapter 19. Okay? These are your learning objectives. You can pause here and read it. Make sure you get everything of that. Okay? International advertising. Okay? To understand the importance of international markets, right? You have to understand why companies, focus on international market. The reason for them to focus on international market. Okay, there are limited opportunities for expansion in domestic market. For example, in the U.S., many companies are experiencing saturation of the domestic market, so they can't go any further. There's not much room to grow in the U.S. market. So for expansion in the domestic market, there's really not much of an opportunity here. So that's why they want to go international. Okay? Also, international markets offer you the economies of scale. Economy of scale. If you're not sure what the economy of scale means, I need you to go back to your principle of economics class, to your textbook, if you have one, to understand that. So you can achieve economies of scale, meaning on a larger scale of production, you can save a lot of money, save a lot of costs. Okay. Also, there are growth and profit opportunities overseas. That's why they're going, and or just because of economic necessity, they have to go. They basically don't have too much of a choice. Okay. Also, there is a balance of trade deficit. Okay? There's a monetary value of imports exceeding that of exports. That will stimulate our exports into other countries. On the picture to the right, WD-40 has saturated the U.S. market with its product and now gets much of its sales growth from foreign markets, such as Latin America and Europe. Okay, this looks like I think it's in Portuguese, I believe. Yeah, in Brazil. Okay, this ad. And there are challenges when promoting to international markets. Okay, for one, the marketing environment is unfamiliar to you. You're not familiar with the marketing environment in that host country. Okay? There are differences in values, customs, consumption patterns, and the habits of consumers, as you can imagine. Right? Foreign consumers, they may have their own value systems, the different customs than us. Consumption patterns are different, and the habits of consumers are different. Okay? Of course, there is a language barrier. They don't always speak English. Okay? There's a lack of availability of media options. You want to advertise, but there may not be enough media outlets for you to choose from in that country. Okay? Challenges. This table shows the top 10 companies by worldwide advertising spending. Okay? Number one is Amazon, US, $16 billion, $17 billion. Alibaba Group Holding in China, $14 billion. And L'Oreal, the French conglomerate, 12. Procter & Gamble, 11 billion. Samsung, LV, the luxury goods, Unilever, Nestle, Alphabet, and Comcast. You see, these are the top 10. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Four of them are American companies. Okay? The international economic environment. Let's look at the environment of the world or of other countries. Okay, the economic environment indicates countries' present and future potential for consuming. Okay, their present and future potential for consuming. Okay, economic infrastructure includes communications, transportation, financial and distribution networks needed to conduct business. Yeah, they may and may not have those infrastructure available. Okay, industrialized nations represent greatest opportunities. As you can imagine, people there have more higher income, more discretionary power, money to spend to buy the things we produce. Okay. And also, companies also target countries where markets are growing. If the country is not fully industrialized or is not a fully developed economy, but it's growing, then of course there is a market potential. So like China and India, they're transforming the global economy. Right? And in China, the economy was growing fast in the past 20 years, but it's now slowing down. India is just starting up. And India has surpassed China in population, okay, with 1.4 billion people. Yeah. Vietnamese, the Philippines, Bangladesh, Nigeria, and Kenya also among the hopefuls, the growing economies. Okay. International marketing environment. Your international marketing and environment affected by many factors, many forces. Okay, to make your marketing and promotion decisions. Okay, first there are the economic environment forces, like the stage of economic development is the early stage, later stage, fully developed, or developing. Okay, economic infrastructure, the presence or not. The standard of living is a high or low. Right? Per capita income, right? Per person, income per person. Distribution of wealth. If it's really, there's huge wealth disparity, very few rich and a lot of poor, or there is a presence of a strong middle class, where many people can afford. Right? Currency stability. Is their currency stable? Is it fluctuating fast, rapidly, day by day? Okay? Or too volatile? Exchange rate. Exchange rate with US dollars. Is the exchange rate stable or not? Or is there also changing fast? Currency stability also has something to do with their inflation. Okay. There also in the cultural environment, there are also many forces that affect your international marketing decisions, like language, okay? The lifestyles of people, right? Their value system, what they believe, right? And their norms and customs, the way of doing things, conducting businesses, ethics and moral standards. Remember, they may not have the same or similar ethical and moral standards like ours, okay? And there may be many taboos, okay, you need to pay attention to, okay? There is a demographic environment, like the size of the population, right? Number of households of their household size. Is that the average household like 3 people, 2, 4, 5, okay? Age distribution. Do they have people of all ages, or a a lot of young people or a lot of elderly retirees. Okay? Occupation distribution. Yeah. What do people do? What's their profession? What's the most prevalent type of occupations there? Okay? Education levels. Do they have the like high school education, or elementary school education, or college education? Employment rate of country, right? Income levels, right? These are all demographic environment. And then there is the political and legal environment, like there are government policies, either pro-business or against business, the laws and the regulations, right? Political stability. Are there many coups going on, right? Nationalism. What's their attitude toward foreigners, foreign investment? Attitudes towards multinational companies. Do they welcome multinational companies, or do they reject foreign companies and in favor of their own domestic companies? Right? These are things you need to pay attention to, and you need to analyze all these factors. Okay? The demographic environment, let's look at the detail of them. Demographic environment, it provides insight into living standards, lifestyles, market potential is reviewed, and many developed countries experiencing low or negative population growth and aging consumer base. Like, for example, in Japan, right? They are seeing population growth. Okay? And cultural environment, like factors such as language, custom, tastes, attitudes, lifestyles, values, moral, standards, etc. Influence the cultural environment influences needs and wants of consumers and how they satisfy them. And if it's a culture based on a strong religious belief, for example, they look down upon materialist possession, then they may not want to consume or buy too much stuff. Okay. Marketers must consider when choosing product, service, and communications. Right, there are problems with languages, translation issues, and symbols. Yeah, it's best if you use local expertise to deal with that. Okay. This example here, in English-speaking countries, tailor-made for golf balls. Use tagline, "The set is dead," in this ad. However, in Asian countries, the word dead did not translate well, so it was changed to "The set is history," meaning the same, right? Meaning the same, which made the meaning of the phrase easier to understand. Okay? So you see the difference here. Okay? Cultural environment, tastes, traditions, and customs are different. Right? Cultural values are different. With cultural values, beliefs, and goals shared by members of a society. Okay? There are individualist society, stress in the U.S., but in many Asian countries, they have this collectivistic society, collectivist culture. Collective activity is stressed in Asian countries. Okay? Ethnocentrism affects consumer response. Their attitude towards something domestic versus foreign. 国照, just made in China or made by China, is an increase in favoritism towards Chinese brands, design, and culture. Okay? That's happening now. Okay, 国照, made by our own nation, basically meaning something like that. Japan is one of the more difficult markets to understand, right? Partly due to their very unique and different cultural background. Okay? Religion affects people. religion affects our norms, our values, and our behaviors, right? Religion can lead to restrictions on advertising, especially in many Middle Eastern Arab countries. Right? Marketers need to be creative to get around those restrictions if you can. You may have to. Okay? In this ad, this is the Ford in Middle East, right? Ford in Middle East. In this ad, Ford found a way to celebrate Saudi women's new sense of freedom in a way that was still respectful of the culture. Women drivers. So instead of showing the woman's face, the image focused only on the eyes, with the blacked out background creating the illusion of a woman wearing a hijab, which is a veil for the face that leaves the area of the eyes clear. Okay? Looks like she is wearing a hijab, but she's not. It's just they actually use the black background with it looks like a rear view mirror and only show the woman's eyes, appealing to a woman driver in the Middle East countries. That's by Ford. I think that's a very smart design. Okay? Political and legal environment. Okay? Government regulations and restrictions on numerous aspects of advertising, like product itself, right? Packaging, media use, time spent on advertising message, etc. Advertising for tobacco and liquor is highly restricted. Okay? There is a greater acceptance of comparative ads in Asia and South America. Comparative ads, compare your company, with another company, with a competitor. Okay? Food products marked to children is scrutinized, highly scrutinized. Things you want to sell to children, food for children. Okay? Diet Coke. In this country, we call it Diet Coke, right? Diet Coke, right? But it's known as Coca-Cola Light in Germany, France, and many other countries because of the legal restrictions prohibiting the word diet. They don't believe that you can't play the role of dieting. Okay, so you cannot use that. It's called Coca-Cola Light. Okay? Global concepts. Global versus localized advertising. You can have global advertising versus local advertising. Global advertising. What is global marketing? Using a common marketing plan for all countries. Yeah. One common marketing plan for all countries. That's your global marketing strategy. Your global advertising is a way to implement global marketing strategy by using same basic advertising approach in all markets. Okay, that's global advertising. Basically the same similar advertising approach in all the markets. Okay. There are some advantages of global marketing and global advertising. Okay. Economies of scale is another one in production and distribution of the advertisements. Okay. There is a lower marketing and advertising cost. Okay. There's a lower advertising production cost. Yeah. You have the ability to exploit good ideas and quickly introduce products worldwide. Okay? And it's also make your brand image consistent internationally. Okay? You can have a simplified coordination and control of marketing and promotional programs. You can have the same global, marketing and advertising theme. Right? These are the advantages. Okay? Also, standardization works if emphasis is on quality, reliability, and low prices, because everyone believes that. People from all over the world, we all cherish quality product, reliable product, and low-priced product, right? Same advertising theme with only language difference. That's what we can do, right? I like this ad by Doritos, right? As part of their global campaign for the Bold campaign, Doritos standardized the packaging and advertising message, connecting their fans worldwide with the consistent look and feel of the brand. Okay, you can see that. There are problems with global advertising. The same theme, same approach, advertising in all the countries. There are problems with that, okay? Because there are differences in culture, in market, economic development, in consumers' needs, in the usage pattern of certain product, and in their perceptions, okay, about foreign brand. Also, the media availability. You want to use the same media type of media vehicle, it may not have that. Yeah, it may not be available. Also, the legal restrictions. Okay, some cultures become more diverse, and some cultures are becoming more diverse. Right. There is also a risk of turning off consumers. Turning off consumers, alienating employees, blinding company to diversities in customer needs. You're not looking into the specific, unique customer need. Okay, you are blindfolding yourself. Okay, so these are the problem with global advertising. So when is a globalization appropriate? Globalization appropriate? Brands or message adapted for a visual appeal. Visual appeal. Okay, then it's probably appropriate then. Right? Emotions such as joy, sentiment, excitement, pleasure are universal. Okay, everybody, all people, we all love joy. Yeah, love to have joy, good sentiment, excitement, and pleasure. Right? Brands promoted with image campaigns that play to universal needs, values, and emotions, can be successful. Okay, like jewelry, cosmetics, liquor, cigarettes. Okay? And high-tech and new products not steeped in cultural heritage, like smartphones. All culture, people of all cultural backgrounds can enjoy it, can use them. Personal computers, HD TV sets, video games, fitness trackers, you name it. Right? So these products are appropriate. This example, many marketers of high-tech products use global campaigns to promote their brands, and these products are usually not steeped in the cultural heritage of a single country. As part of global campaign, Samsung, the Korean company, launched this You Make page on its website to introduce a line of products that can be personalized to fit users' style, space, and daily routine, including smartphones, televisions, refrigerators, and wearables. Okay, by Samsung. So when is a globalization appropriate? Products with a nationalistic flavor if a country has a reputation. If a country has a good reputation among the countries, and even though this product has your nationalistic flavor, they still love it. Yeah, they still like it, right? There's a country for origin effect. Consumers' general perceptions of quality for products made in a given country. I think like Japan probably enjoys a country origin effect of capable, providing high quality electronic products. Okay, probably South Korea as well. Okay, in global world, product origin may not be as relevant. Right, products with universally similar tastes, interests, needs, and values. like for example, products towards the wealthy people, luxury products, okay? Teenagers all over the place. You know, they may have similar tastes, interests, needs, and values. This example here, globalization is appropriate when products and services can be sold to common market segments around the world. Swiss watchmaker Tag Heuer, this watchmaker, targets the world's elite, the stars, the sports stars, movie stars, many of whom are world travelers. They travel a lot, right? It is important for Tag Heuer to use global advertising to reach these upscale consumers. They better see the same thing wherever they go. Okay. Global products, local messages. Okay? Sometimes you can have global products, but you can have a local advertising. So global versus local advertising. In between approach recognizes similar desires, goals, needs, and uses, but tailors advertising to local cultures. That's why there's a term called global advertising. So global and local. Okay, you can use pattern advertising as follow basic approach, but themes, copy, and visual elements adapted to differences in local markets. That's called pattern advertising. Okay, and product variety, you can produce variety of ads and messages with a similar theme and let regional local managers choose the best suited one for their markets. Okay, that's a global advertising. Like this example here, this ad here by Frito-Lay. Frito-Lay developed the Pass the Ball Challenge, featuring World Cup inspired flavors to promote its products during the 2022 FIFA World Cup held in Qatar. FIFA World Cup soccer. Okay, do you like soccer? Do you guys like soccer? Yeah. In America, we love football, right? Love football, but worldwide, soccer is probably the most popular sports. Yeah. And I like both football and soccer. Yeah. I don't want to play, but I want to watch. Yeah. Decision areas in international advertising. You have to make certain many decisions, organizational as well as functional decisions. Right? It depends on your organization style, your agency selection, your creative strategy and execution, and media strategy and selection. Okay. Organizing. How do you organize for your international advertising? How to organize? You can have a centralized at home office or headquarters, and then protect foreign investments and control marketing efforts and brand images. Okay, you can have decentralized decision making, right, to local foreign markets. Okay, you can let local managers know the marketing situation in their home countries, in their host countries, and so let them make a decision. Or you can use a combination of the two. Allows for consistency in companies' international advertising and also permits local input and adaptation of the promotion program. A combination of centralized versus decentralized. Agency selection. How do you select an agency, advertising agency for your international advertising? Some agencies with both domestic and overseas office, they have both, right? Consolidation of advertising, global media planning, and buying. You can have consistent global image, increased cost efficiencies with that. Agencies with both. And also agency belonging to a network of foreign agencies. They could be belonging to a network of foreign agencies. They use domestic-based agency, but have access to foreign agencies and the market knowledge. or you can use a local agency. Yeah, they know the market best. They have the best talent, locally, in local agency. Criteria in agency selection, it depends on how firm is organized for international marketing, depends on type of assistance company needs to meet its goals and objectives in foreign markets, and also the the combination of selection criteria you use, okay? Here are the criteria for selecting an agency to handle international advertising. It's a general guidelines for the criteria in selecting an agency. Okay, you want to make sure that one, the ability of agency to cover relevant markets. Do they have the ability? Quality of agency work, was quality. Market research, public relations, and other services offered by the agency. Right? Digital marketing capabilities. Can they do that? Okay. Relative roles of marketing of company advertising department and the agency. Yeah. Your interaction with the agency. And level of communication and control desired by your company. Yeah. What level of communication and control do you want to have? Ability of agency to coordinate international campaign. Okay. So they have the ability to coordinate international campaigns across nations. Size of companies' international business. Okay? Companies' desire for local versus international image. Okay? Companies' organizational structure for international business and marketing. Centralized versus decentralized. Okay? Companies' level of involvement with international operations. But these are all the criteria for you to select in selecting your agency. Okay. Also, as your creative decision in international advertising, decision areas in international advertising, you can use standardized approach. Standardized approach, ads must transcend cultural differences and communicate effectively in every country. Okay, standardized approach, but it transcend, cultural differences. Localized advertising strategy. Determine what type of selling idea, ad appeal, and execution style will work in each market. Okay, then you choose one differently for each and every market. Humors, right? In America, we love humors, right? We love humors. This is a humorous country. People enjoy humors. That appeal may not always be appropriate, right? Especially in other countries, many other countries, in Asia, in Africa, or South America, even in Europe. Yeah? And the use of celebrities. Celebrity endorsement may and may not work. You need to check that out, find that out. Okay. This is an example of Airbnb. Have you reserved room was your stay in another place? When you travel using Airbnb. Okay. This one look like this is a gorgeous woman sitting there, like she's drawing something. And in the background is the Eiffel Tower, okay? Paris with the view, right? So Airbnb's consumers span across many countries and cultures, but one aspect they have in common is that they want to live more like local than a tourist when visiting a destination. They have taken a standardized approach with their creative global advertising campaign titled Live There. Yeah. It says live there, even if it's just for a night. So, live like locals. Yeah. Okay. Media selection in international advertising. Media selection. How do you select your medium? And there's some international issues. There are differences in the types of available media. Okay? Not all media types will be available. Varying time spent watching TV. they may not spend as much time on watching TV. Okay? The amount of commercial time available, okay, amount of commercial time that's available to you as the advertiser, the coverage, cost, quality, and restrictions, and limited and unreliable media information as to their reach, the exposure, the audience review, may and may not be available. Okay, that's media selection. Okay. Local media, use local media. Magazines and national newspapers popular outside of the United States. You can use those. Radio, direct mail, billboards, cinema, and transit offer flexibility and can reach specific market segments and local markets within the country. On the right-hand side, this picture here is an ad. It's by Jelly. Jelly is a popular fashion magazine in Japan, appearing, to a lot of young female consumers, as you can imagine. Excuse me, let me get some water. Okay. International media, there are international media available, and they have multi-market coverage, and primarily focused on, the focus has been magazines and newspapers. Readers are typically upscale people. Direct broadcast by satellite, DBS, direct broadcast by satellite, that homes and communities equipped with small, low-cost receiving dishes, satellite dishes on the rooftop. Okay? This magazine on the right-hand side, the Cosmopolitan magazine, the international edition of Cosmopolitan magazine, distributed in more than 100 countries in 35 languages. It has more editions than any other magazines in the world. Okay? 100 countries, 35 languages. Yeah, that's pretty good. Sales promotions. The role of sales promotions in international marketing. And it is growing in the national markets, right? Using free sales promotional tools like free samples, premiums, event sponsorship, contests, coupons, and trade promotions, as we have talked about before. You can do that internationally. You must adapt to local markets and consider many things, like the economic development level, market maturity, what's their consumers' perception of those promotional tools, right? The trade structure in the country, the legal restrictions and regulations. Right? This WD-40 company, the WD-40, they use samples in the United States and the foreign markets to educate consumers about the versatility of the product and encourage its trial. You can see these are in probably in what's the language? Greek, and Greek, maybe also some Eastern European languages. Okay. Public relations, international marketing. Yeah. In public relations, you deal with local governments, media, trade associations, and general public. Okay. Companies need a favorable image to be successful in foreign market. Okay. You present your company as good corporate citizen. Do that. You want to deal with issues company faces in international markets. Okay. PR work. Okay. NBA. You remember the NBA had issue? Yeah. NBA had to deal with a major public relations crisis in China. This apology statement appeared on social media sites in China. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Digital and social media. Okay. There is a worldwide growth of the internet. Okay. It's important IMC tool used to promote companies, build brands, and engage in e-commerce transactions. Okay. China has the world's largest internet population, but it has the tight government control and censorship. Okay? And also China has this the Great Wall of China, firewall of China. Digital and social media, the use of digital and social media in internet marketing, websites tailored for specific countries' needs, interests, lifestyle, and subtleties. Okay, you need to have that. Yeah. Websites provide detailed information about products, allow consumers to enter promotions or make purchases. Online advertising primarily is a primary driver of global advertising spending growth. Okay? Social networking sites is an integral part of your IMC program. Okay? There's also increased use of mobile marketing techniques in global. Okay? This is an example of tailor-made golf club company. Most multinational marketers have websites for specific countries or regions. This is an example of tailor-made golf company that was designed for the Japanese market. You see that for Japanese market. This allows them to tailor the information they provide to the needs, interests, lifestyle, and the subtleties of consumers in this market. This one in Japanese market. Okay, that's all I have for this chapter. I will thank you. I will see you, talk to you next time. Bye.